Welcome, friends. I'm Narayan, and this is Dharma Devi, and we're here for the path of self-realization, meditation, and satsang with you. And we're going to start, today's lesson will be on upward relaxation. So along those lines, we're going to start with one of Yogananda's chants, I am the bubble, which is a chant of perfect relaxation, where we chant, I am the bubble, make me the sea, wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. So we invite you to relax, open your heart, close your eyes, gaze upward to the Christ center at the point between the eyebrows, and we'll chant this song together.
Do you want to say the words?
It's, so do thou, my Lord, thou and I never apart. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. You'll get it. It's quite simple. And let's have a brief meditation together, sitting upright in a relaxed posture. Allow yourself to relax not only physically, but take a moment to consciously relax in your heart. And feel like your soul is like a weightless balloon, a hot air balloon, naturally rising inward and upward as you gaze behind closed eyes at the point between the eyebrows. Peace. Amen.
Amen.
So, good day or good evening to you, friends, wherever you are. And this is such an important topic today on relaxation. I had a funny experience many years ago when I used to work in New York City. If you've experienced New York, you know it's a rough and tumble place and people are going fast, and New Yorkers are sweet at heart. They can be gruff on the exterior, but I had this funny experience where I was at Port Authority getting onto the bus where many people commute to and from work in New York, and they pile on the bus like sardines. You know, you get jammed in there, and there's a bus conductor that will stop you when the bus is full so the next bus can go. So I was just about to get on the bus. I was about 2-3 people before entering the bus, and the conductor stopped us, and the woman in front of me really wanted to get on, and she was forcing her way onto the bus, and the conductor said, "Stop." He said, "Relax, relax, relax," and he sort of yelled at her the word relax, and I never forgot that experience. That it's, of course, true relaxation is what we're emanating from within. And why is relaxation so important for us when we meditate and on this path of self-realization? Well, one central reason is, as Yogananda said, we don't have to go out and acquire this joy of the self, our deeper self, who we really are, the deeper soul nature. We just have to remember it. And so the challenge that we have is our energy in large part is locked up in the material world, in restless thoughts, in desires and attachments, in anxieties, elations, depression, all on and on. And the secret to success in self-realization is not to get more worked up in the world to try and fix the world, but really to withdraw the energy inward and upward into our inner temple. And so this is why relaxation is so key, because we want to learn how to do this. But we need to, normally when we relax, we're used to relaxing in a downward fashion, right? Watching the TV or falling asleep or doing some kind of passive activity. Whereas meditation is not passive at all. It's the most dynamic activity there is. And what we're really learning is how to relax upwards. I wanted to share an excerpt from Autobiography of a Yogi, if you're not familiar with this book. It's from the chapter on experience in cosmic consciousness. This is when Yogananda is with his guru, Swami Sri Yukteswar. And Sri Yukteswar says, "Poor boy, the mountains couldn't give you what you wanted." Master spoke caressively, comfortingly. His calm gaze was unfathomable. "Your heart's desire shall be fulfilled." Sri Yukteswar seldom indulged in riddles. I was bewildered. He struck gently on my chest above the heart. My body became immovably rooted. Breath was drawn out of my lungs as if by some huge magnet. Soul and mind instantly lost their physical bondage and streamed out like a fluid piercing light from every pore. The flesh was as though dead, yet in my intense awareness I knew that never before had I been fully alive. It's such a deeply inspiring passage. It goes on and on in the autobiography, but the point that I wanted to share here is that when Sri Yukteswar touched Yogananda, he said his breath was drawn out as if like by a huge magnet. That this is really this entering into the state of self-realization, the state of oneness, the state of God consciousness is really upward relaxation. And well, this is where the techniques come in, and they can be so helpful to us. Dharma Devi is going to share with us some techniques and lead us in a brief meditation in just a little bit. But to share another important principle in regards to relaxation, what Yogananda gave in his energization exercises, that point of withdrawing the energy, where he said tense with will and then relax and feel. And Swami Kriyananda gives some beautiful advice in the essence of the Gita, the essence of the Bhagavad Gita, around meditation. He says, his efforts will be increasingly successful the more he feels that what he is doing is a relaxation upward into the higher self, rather than a process of driving his thoughts higher by grim willpower. The expression when efforts end in ease should be held aloft in the mind constantly like a banner by every meditator. I thought that was such a beautiful expression, when efforts end in ease, and that really meditation is a process of upward relaxation. Of course, at first, as Swamiji is sharing here, we need to put out the effort. We do have to exercise our willpower and exercise the body and hold the spine straight and all of these things. But once we get to a certain point, it's really just tuning into that huge magnet that is drawing us back up, the strongest magnet of all, which is God's love. And this is done through these techniques on the path of self-realization. And we're going to learn some of those right now with Dharma Devi.
So first off, last week we started with posture. So we want to, in order to relax, we need to have a nice relaxed body first off. So how we can do that is to just check your posture first. Make sure you have the natural curves of the spine. So we say straight spine, but really we mean the natural curves of the spine. And how you achieve that most easily is by having a gentle forward tilt to your pelvis. So if you are on the floor on a cushion, you can scoot to the edge of the cushion and get the fleshy part of your bottom out from under you so that you're sitting on your sit bones. And that is true also for if you're sitting in a chair, sitting on a bench, whatever it may be. To have that gentle tilt, these meditation benches that you can find easily. A friend of ours makes them, meditationbench.com, I believe, is his website. And they just naturally give you that gentle tilt forward, which just allows the vertebrae to stack naturally one on top of the other. And again, as I mentioned last week, to have the shoulder blades drawn gently back towards each other, but let the shoulders relax completely. Let the arms be relaxed. The face is relaxed. Close your eyes. Lift your gaze gently behind closed eyes, as if you're gazing at a beautiful mountain in the distance. That gentle upward relaxation, which draws all of our energy inward and upward naturally. Now we'll practice a couple of Yogananda's techniques for relaxation. One is for relaxing the body, and one is specifically for relaxing the mind, because I don't know about you, but for the most part, it seems like most of our minds are very, very active. And there's some studies, I don't remember the exact statistic, but it's something like we have 1 million thoughts every minute, something just ridiculous. So to have something that we can use to calm those thoughts naturally is just phenomenal. So first, before we do those techniques, I want to just have you tune into your belly and to diaphragmatic breathing. And this is a great way to relax. So many times we're breathing into our chest. We're chest breathing because there's a stressor, whether it's a mental stressor or a physical stressor in our lives, and we get habituated to breathing in reverse. So we're actually breathing into the chest, inflating the chest, rather than inflating the belly. The chest really doesn't need to move that much at all. It's when we breathe as if when we were babies. Babies breathe this way, animals breathe this way, and when you're very healthy, you breathe this way. And it's also, so we can flip it around. When we're relaxed, we naturally breathe diaphragmatically, but if we're not relaxed, we can induce relaxation by breathing diaphragmatically. So I'd like to have you put your hands on your belly and just consciously inflate the belly as you inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, feel the belly deflate, drawing it back in towards the spine. Inhaling into the belly, inflating the belly. Exhale, draw the belly back in. And do that a few more times at your own pace. Nice, slow, deep, relaxing breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. And you can even, if you feel that maybe you are breathing in reverse, you can place one of your hands on your chest and feel, is the chest inflating rather than the belly? And then just consciously try to draw the breath down into the, deep into the belly. Like the belly is a bellows, like on the harmonium that I was playing, this wind instrument. And then relax the hands down and see if you can just naturally breathe into the belly just for a few more moments. Great. Even if you just stop throughout your day and practice diaphragmatic breathing, I think you'll see an amazing difference in your mental attitudes, in your outlook on life, just in the way that you feel. It's a tremendous benefit to breathe diaphragmatically. So now we'll move specifically into these two techniques, these two pranayama, very simple breathing techniques that Yogananda offered on the path of self-realization. The first is a tense and relaxed breath. And how we'll do that, we'll inhale with a double breath through the nose like this. We'll tense the body with the breath held in all over, and then you'll throw the breath out and relax. Okay, let's do that together. Inhale, tense the whole body, throw the breath out and relax. Again, inhale, tense the body, and relax. One more. Tense from toes to the top of your head, and relax completely. And now what you can do, so that tension preceding the relaxation, it's like a tourniquet effect. When you have blood drawn, you have, maybe they put a little tourniquet on that cuts off the circulation, it cuts off the blood flow. So, and then what happens is when you release that tension consciously, you allow a fresh flood of blood and oxygen into the cells, into the whole body. So this tense and relax is not only very relaxing for the body, it's also recharging. It's charging the body with energy. Okay, so next technique is called even count breathing. And this is, as I said, specifically to relax the mind. So we'll do about 6 rounds of regular breathing. And I'd like to invite you, very simply, I'll tell you first how to practice the technique. For those who already know it, feel free to move into your practice of even count breathing. But very simply, even count breathing is an inhale, a hold, and an exhale for the same count. And we'll start with a count of 4, and we'll move to a count of 6 to 8, and so on. If at any point the the breath is too long, the count is too long, you can just stick with whatever count works for you. You don't want to hyperventilate or anything like that, because obviously that would not be relaxing. You don't even want to come to a place of strain, because this is really a technique for deep relaxation. As you practice the technique on your own, over time you'll notice your breath capacity will increase, your breath will slow down and become smoother and calmer, and it will allow you to practice with a longer count. So we'll do this all in and out through the nose. So again, it's an inhale for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and I'll lead you in this, and an exhale for the count of 4. After the exhalation, it leads directly back into the next inhalation. So let's practice together. Just exhale completely. And now inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale for 6, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale for 8, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. See if you can go for 10. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. And now on your own, do a few more rounds, whether you shorten or lengthen the count, just keeping the inhale, hold, and exhale the same count. And keep the gaze uplifted. Try to make it a smooth, relaxing inhale and exhale. And after you finish your last round, just release control of the breath now. Let it just flow naturally, not controlling it in any way. Letting it flow as it will, in and out through the nose. And we'll just now watch the breath mentally, following the breath as it moves of its own accord in and out, becoming a keen observer of your breath. Feel waves of relaxation flooding up and down your spine with each breath. Calling on peace, that divine quality. to allow yourself a few moments of perfect stillness, not with any tension, but with perfect, dynamic, upward relaxation. And let's take a few moments to share the blessings of our very brief meditation. Even in this very short time, we bring such light into the world. It's really remarkable. Don't ever think that because you don't feel some incredible spiritual experience when you meditate that you're not doing something incredibly positive. You're bringing such light into this world by just trying to be still, by wanting divine peace and divine love and that feeling of unity and connectivity. And so let's share these blessings. Bring to mind your loved ones, anyone you know in need of healing. Also bring to mind the earth, the water, the air, all creatures, all life, all creation. And bring the hands together in prayer position, connecting with your heart and the infinite, unconditional love and compassion of your heart. And let's share these blessings by rubbing the palms together vigorously, drawing consciously the love of the heart into the hands, and we'll radiate these blessings out through chanting Om together. Raise the hands. Bring the hands back together, gently bow the head, offering up any limitations of ego, any attachments, into the light of the divine. Om, peace, Amen. Thank you all for joining us. If you have any questions or anything to share, we have, we're on Facebook Live or on live stream through anandala.tv, and you can type those questions in there. Premdar is asking, how can I send some of these videos to my friends not on Facebook? Thank you for asking. Actually, if you go onto our live stream channel, all of those videos are stored there, and you can send a direct link to any of those specific videos just by copying the link. And there's also a share button. Another way is through Facebook as well. There's the share option. We also upload these videos to YouTube, to our YouTube channel on Ananda LA. So we have many different ways of sharing, and hopefully your friends and family will enjoy getting those as well. Okay, well, thank you all for joining us. Have a blessed rest of your week, and we hope to see you again next week. Namaste.